so much fun that Jill could join us this
I know,
morning
if you were
for our
wondering,
walk.
who was that woman that was walking? That's Jill, who we
That's
always talk
Jill.
about. Jill, our producer, who is fantastic, and today she joined us walking in here.
She is our Oz. She is the
woman behind the curtain.
That is Jill. Now you know who she is.
Yes.
She makes all of this happen.
It's so true.
Okay, so did you buy your lottery ticket yet?
I haven't done it yet, and now my dad wants me to buy lottery tickets for him too. So I will.
And he wants
I'm
the
going to
change
get on
back.
that. Well, no, he didn't want the. I said I would give him the change back. Yeah. Did you get your lottery ticket?
No, I have not. I feel like it's kind of like last minute Christmas shopping, right? Like you kind of almost want to be in that rush of waiting until the last minute to get your ticket.
Yeah, although don't wait too late because it's $750 million. The Powerball drawing that we're talking about. The drawing is tonight, and so you know there could be lines today.
I really enjoyed your list of must-have items if you win yesterday.
Oh yes, my jet plane, my swanky house,
your island, your
my
private island,
and maybe a television station.
Yeah. It was all very impressive.
It's good to dream, isn't it fun?
It is fun. Well, what else is fun is we were talking about the home opener for the Pirates. They actually will open up the season, I think, this weekend, but the home opener is on Monday. And yesterday, John Shumway was able to go over to PNC Park and get a preview of all of the food. I mean, there was some other stuff too, but
yeah, let's talk
really
about the
fixated
food.
on
That's
the
what
food.
we're interested in. Yeah. And this first thing, really Pittsburgh. That's so Pittsburgh. This is a Pittsburgh cone. It has kielbasa, pierogi, cheese, sauerkraut, and also Russian dressing. All right, now that is the helmet. That is the loaded nachos, pulled pork. Tachos.
They're tater tots, pulled pork. There's
I get it. I thought that was a
maple
typo.
glaze. Yes, and then this is a dessert item. There's ice cream underneath, and what's on top, it's supposed to be, it's like a shipwreck. I think it's called the shipwreck dessert. So then it's marshmallows, they're dusted in cinnamon sugar, and then there's a pretzel rod sticking through. I think that the pretzel rod marshmallow thing is like a spoon, right? Is that?
And then you scoop out everything else. Yeah.
Right? Maybe.
Oh my gosh. I'm willing to try it.
And I'm glad that you said kielbasa the right way, because that's how I say it.
Is it, what I didn't even pay attention. Kielbasa? Kielbasa? What do you say?
I don't say the L. It's K-A-B-O-S-S-Y or I.
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa. Kielbasa. See, now you're making me second guess myself.
I think I say kielbasa normally, but I don't know what I said. It's whatever comes out of my mouth at that moment, you know?
That's it.
It's kind of what happens.
How this works. We'd love to hear from you. How do you say kielbasa? Well, we also have some peeps because.
Yeah.
So are you going to toss them?
Marie's throwing us peeps.
You're lucky, Marie.
Thank you,
I'm not
Marie.
a very good catcher.
All right, Easter's coming up, of course, and well done, because you did catch that.
Usually
it could have been a bad peeps moment.
I usually close my eyes and turn my head. That's how I catch things, which is not how you're supposed to do it at all.
Not a great technique.
Okay, so what kind do you have over there?
All right, these are cotton candy peeps. And what do you have?
I have the party cake.
Party cake, because there are new flavors of Peeps. They've come out with new flavors. In fact, we have a picture of one of the other flavors, pancake and syrup.
What?
Yeah, pancake and syrup, which that sounds very appealing to me, actually. There's also lemon sherbet.
Sherbet.
Well, see, there's no R there. I always grew up saying it's sherbet, but it's sherbet. Is it? Back me up on this, Marie. Is that right? Okay, Marie's like, I don't know. All right, but we're going to try these. So I've got a cotton candy peep.
Okay, this looks good. And Jill actually told us that when she was a kid, they used to put peeps in peeps in the microwave, blow them up to see who would win. So we could put yours, since it's pink, and this one, since it's white, in to see who would win in the microwave contest. I don't know how long what the test is. Is it 30 seconds? I know, that's fun.
We're going to try that coming up, I think. But yeah, what do you think?
It tastes like a peep.
It tastes like marshmallow to me. Like I'm not getting the cotton candy so much. But it's nice. It's delightful, but it's not. Yeah.
Delightful.
It's delightful.
It certainly is delightful.
It's a little sticky.
So we asked you. We wanted to hear from you about how to say kielbasa, but we also want to hear from you about something else. There's a poll we put up on our Facebook page, on Pittsburgh Today Live's official Facebook page. Greeting cards are apparently kind of going away a little bit.
A little bit. And
Just
we can
a little.
blame this on millennials?
No. No, we don't blame this one on millennials. Millennials are not to blame in this.
Oh, really?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, all right.
They are not to blame.
So they're still buying greeting cards.
Yes.
Who is to blame, Heather? Let's put the blame on someone.
We know it's not you because
No.
we know how much you
The
love
Highfield
greeting
family
cards.
is a big believer in greeting cards.
But apparently they're seeing sales decline.
Yeah, and stores are having less space devoted to them.
Right. So they figured that there's just too much space. They're taking up aisles and aisles in some of these stores and some of the big name stores, devoting that to greeting cards. And they say it's just not worth it anymore because people are using e-cards and emails and text messages. I mean,
I still like getting a card. I mean, there's some, you saw my memento box, it's filled with cards.
Right.
You know, and like even a thank you card, like if someone has you over to dinner and you write out a little thank you card, that means so much more.
I wish I had time to do that. Thanks for coming over for dinner. That becomes a process for me. I then I have to go to the store, buy the card, buy the stamp.
You buy them in bulk and then you have them.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you just...
Okay, so our poll on Facebook, 86% of you say that you still buy greeting cards. So a lot of people are still in the market for them.
Way to go, people.
14% say rarely, if ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe next year you'll get an email. Happy birthday, David.
This is all right. Well, of course there are Easter cards out there that people might be buying right now,
right.
And that brings us to something else. There is video of the Pope that is causing getting a lot of attention. So you know it's customary. It has become customary where people.
I think this is so funny. I'm sorry. It's
so people bend down and kiss the Pope's ring.
Right.
But so this was from 2 days ago, and the Pope started withdrawing his hand. So the one guy bends down and he winds up kissing his own hand because the Pope was quick. So this caused a lot of speculation. You know, I mean, he said he's a Pope of the people. Maybe he wants to.
All right, tell me that's not hysterical.
All right,
I can't stop laughing.
These people probably wondered what is going on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Apparently, he met a lot of people that day.
Yeah.
There was a long line for him.
This was sort of just at the end.
Yeah, so he did allow some people to kiss his ring, but I'm sorry, but that is just too. I can't.
Well, the one guy that winds up kissing his own hand. It's just unfortunate.
So some people are criticizing. It's a tradition, and so some people say that he should allow it, but some others say, you know, it's kind of.
He's trying to demystify everything,
Right.
and others are saying, hey, you're reading way too much into this because 2 days later, in fact, in St. Peter's Square, he allowed people once again. He allowed nuns and priests to kiss the ring. So.
I like that video.
It's entertaining. All right, another video that is making news. We want to talk about the debut of Daya's new music video. It's actually going to be debuted in New York's Times Square. Daya, of course, is from Mount Lebanon, and we've been waiting actually for something new from her.
Right.
And this is her new video, Insomnia. And it depicts her outside a club, sort of missing her love, and then she goes in the club and starts dancing. And I was listening to some of this morning. It's kind of catchy.
It is catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see this being played at clubs, and apparently it's doing really well on the charts. The music video, I watched it on YouTube this morning, and it has a lot of hits already.
Yeah.
Like millions.
Well, I listened to it twice. So if you know, I
That
had my little
accounted for
headset
those.
on. Yes. So, yes, 2 of the hits are from me.
Well, we love our hometown girl, so
Yeah, good luck to Daya.
fun to see.